Hey guys, this is mollyrulz9999 here with a review of Fright Night 3D. I saw this last weekend actually when I was away on a trip, and yeah, I thought I'd just whip out the camera and do a quick review of it. So Fright Night is a movie which is about a teenage kid, probably about my age, called Charlie, and he suspects that his neighbour might be a vampire, and he has to try and unravel this mystery and try and figure out if he's a vampire or just creepy. And as you can guess from the name Fright Night, he is. So he has to try and eliminate this vampire in any way that he can. And he gets some help from a few people to try and do this task. But along the way he'll have to confront obstacles and all the usual stuff. Because yeah, I will admit, this movie, it was average. It was just alright. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just alright. There was nothing too spectacular, but there was nothing too dull either. I didn't mind some of the actors' performances. No real standouts. I think the only real standout would have to be David Tennant, who plays Peter Vincent, who is like a magician vampire dude. Well, vampire killing dude, whatever. They don't really flesh out the characters enough, I don't think. I would really like to have seen more of some of the characters. There were a couple of 3D moments when it was pretty cool, like that they actually did use the 3D effect pretty creatively. There was one shot in particular where there was like a big close-up of the vampire's face. It's kind of near the end, and it was like in a weird vampire-y form, and it was just so cool to look at. But yeah, the 3D itself was pretty creative. The only parts where I felt that the 3D was used overall throughout the movie would be the bits where there would be like blood spurting out of a neck or something and it goes flying towards the camera. And the 3D effect, yeah, it was good. I definitely liked the 3D in this. The special effects were pretty damn good. I really liked the special effects in these, and I'm actually glad that the director, Craig Gillespie, I'm glad that he didn't, you know, go into overload with the special effects, because they were good effects, and I would have actually thought that he would have put, you know, more in because he has the budget to do them. But no, he only used them in the correct parts, which was great. It wasn't just, you know, vampire here, vampire there, vampire there, vampire there, vampire there. Oh, special effects. Oh, blood. Oh, gore. You know, it wasn't that. It was good. It was well maintained and used. There's one little niggle that I have with a certain actor who is Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Okay, he's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, there's something about his voice that doesn't really make me want to relate to him at a personal level. I mean, yeah, he's got the good comedy thing going on, but when you put him into a horror where a lot of the affections from the characters come from constant emotional delivery, it's just hard to relate to this character when he's got the really nerdy tone. Even later on when, you know, you'll see he ends up being a lot more, his character ends up being a lot more serious. But when I hear his voice, it doesn't sound like he's doing a horror. It sounds like he's just doing a comedy role again. I thought, when I was watching it, I thought, okay, he's just comic relief. And I was kind of stuck. I don't know if he was trying to do a horror or a comedy, but it's just, I think his voice just really took it down for me. The main character, who is Charlie, yeah, his actor, Anton, he does alright. He does a alright job. I did like Reed Ewing. He was like one of his friends, kind of with the cut and all that stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. The sound design was pretty decent. It was pretty good. The horror itself, there was. It actually did have me on the edge of my seat for some time. I had no idea what was going to happen next. But yeah, I think that I had an assumption in my head that something was going to happen, and then it didn't, and it ended up going along the cliche line. That happened a few times. I was hoping for some twist ending, but there's no real twist at the end or anything like that. I would have liked a twist ending. So yeah, I don't think this is a good film, or a great film I should say, but it's not a bad film either. Overall, I would probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, 6.5 out of 10, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, would I recommend it? I would if you're new to horror. Like you want a really good experience with horror, but you haven't really watched a lot of horror. I think this is a good way to get into it if you don't mind the gore. So yeah, that's the review done, and I'll probably see you guys later in an upcoming video. Okay, I'll just end it now. Okay, bye.